Once upon a time in a prosperous kingdom, a farmer lived with his little son and family in a small hut in the village. He worked hard every day on his farm to provide for his loved ones. One morning, as he walked behind his backyard, he noticed something shiny sticking out of the ground. Curious, he dug it up and discovered a very valuable and precious treasure. It sparkled like nothing he had ever seen before. The farmer didn't know where the treasure had come from, but he was filled with excitement. He thought about how rich it could make him. He imagined buying vast lands, improving the lives of his family, and becoming an important figure in the village. But fear also gripped him. What if someone saw the treasure and stole it from him? To protect it, he brought the treasure home and hid it under his bed. Days went by, and the farmer couldn't stop dreaming about the life-changing possibilities the treasure could bring. He made plans to sell it and transform his family's future. One afternoon, while the farmer was out working on his farm, his young son was playing inside the house. The boy, exploring his surroundings, looked under the bed and found the shiny treasure. Not knowing its value, he was fascinated by how it sparkled and decided to take it outside to play in the sandpit. He happily dug and built with it, completely unaware of its significance. When the farmer returned home, he looked under the bed to check on the treasure, only to find it missing. His heart raced in panic as he searched the entire house. Finally, he spotted his son in the distance, covered in dirt and innocently playing in the sand. The farmer rushed over and, in a voice full of anger and fear, demanded to know where the treasure was. The boy, frightened, explained that he had taken it to play with in the sand but had lost it while digging. The farmer felt his world collapsing. He frantically began searching the sandpit, digging everywhere with trembling hands, but the treasure was nowhere to be found. Exhausted and devastated, he scolded his son and punished him for losing something so valuable. 2 days later, a loud announcement echoed from the village square. The king's guards declared that a stolen treasure, the king's most precious possession, was being sought. They warned that anyone hiding it would be punished by death, along with their entire family. The farmer froze in fear. Could the treasure he had found belong to the king? What if the guards discovered it in his possession? As the guards began searching every house in the village, the farmer's anxiety grew. When they arrived at his hut, his heart pounded as they thoroughly searched every corner, including under the bed. The farmer stood there sweating and trembling, but after a thorough search, the guards found nothing and moved on. The farmer collapsed with relief. The treasure was gone, but so was the danger it had brought to his family. In the days that followed, the farmer sat quietly, reflecting on the events. He realized that the treasure was not a blessing. Instead, it had almost destroyed everything he held dear. He understood that in life, things that seem like blessings can sometimes bring trouble. The treasure he thought would bring him wealth and happiness nearly brought disaster to his family. Sometimes, losing something is a way of being saved from bigger problems. When things don't go as planned, it might not be misfortune but a hidden blessing. True wealth lies not in possessions but in the safety, love, and peace of our families. The farmer learned to appreciate what he already had and to let go of illusions that could bring ruin. He realized that everything in life happens for a reason.